really ready to begin the performance, whether it's morning, afternoon or evening, and the ringmaster puts on their smart blue uniform, because Joel always wears the same jacket. It's a nice consistency with big gold buttons, and they look smart. They feel very proud, excited and happy. So I use a lot of signing on my stuff. So we have material here, and you can tuck it around to make like a uniform. So for someone who has kind of limited mobility, you can just tuck it on the front, and then you can have putting on the golden buttons.
Doesn't help because my shirt's like silky.
It's in your neck and it pretend it's your bib.
Yeah, you can tie it around the back.
Yes, like you normally do.
It's anything that's got to be tucked in the neck. It'll be better.
It's because my shirt's silky as well. That's
Just
why.
sliding on each other.
So they can put on the buttons, and obviously they can start everything that has to do that. They can do it themselves, or you can do it for them, build up the anticipation of putting on the buttons. So should hang it on loose like that again.
That's cute.
And then 3 on this side. So putting in the buttons.
Just
There's
think it's
another one
lovely
there.
that I want to touch them.
So you can do lots of exploration of them as well, and then you've got your uniform on, and then if you've got a mirror. I did a sensory tour in a theatre recently with a young man. We used the mirror to look at the ceiling, and the reaction was just huge. So you can do this sort of look, you look smart and proud. Look at you, you're the ringmaster. Isn't that amazing? Look at you. And you've got an opportunity to do a selfie or something like that as well. So you are the ringmaster. And then obviously a ringmaster, he has a microphone. And this is a nice one because it doesn't take batteries, it's indestructible, and you can cure it if you need to. It's quite good. But because it picks up voice and it can be hit, there's lots of things that you can do with it. And the aim is to try and support the person in working out where their mouth is, because as you know, they're not always aware where their mouth is, and how you hold a microphone, so you can put it in their hand and go to your mouth, keep making noise. Oh, that's very good. Or bang it together. I make a noise. Can you do it?
Hey! She's really coming on.
You've got your total outfit, you've got your ringmaster costume, and you've got your microphone. So the ringmaster talks to the audience and introduces all the acts and helps everyone to feel welcome and to enjoy the show. They use a microphone so everyone can hear their voice, and they put lots of energy into their voice. Can you make an energetic noise? Can you go, ah? Or bah, bah. Amazing! And try and get them to make a sort of more explosive sound, relying on whatever sounds that person has in their repertoire, whether it's just heavy breathing or whatever it could be. And you've got the option, particularly thinking of children who have high anxiety or ASD, they might not feel comfortable having that on their own body, so you can put it on your body. And I will be the ringmaster. Next time you can be the ringmaster, or can we do it together and kind of share it, or can we put it on Teddy or on Mummy or whoever might be there with them. So you've got your bits on. So the ringmaster announces the first act. It's an acrobat on a low wire. Her name is Gina. Gina carefully balances one foot in front of the other along the wire strung between the 2 towers. Gina can even spin, jump and do tricks as she balances along. Be careful, Gina. So it's an encouraging person. Can you announce the act? Can you make a vocalisation of some sort? And then we say, oh, here's the wire. Here's the wire. And place it, or get somebody else to hold it so they can feel it's taut. And if I hold it, we'd obviously need a parent or an extra person, but to sort of feel the tension of the wire, lay hands or bare feet across it. If you've got someone who's mobile, you can lie it on the floor, and obviously they can try and walk along it as well. Or you could do it if you have mum or someone, you can make, here's Gina walking along the wire, or try and do splits, or can I do a jump, like that, and try and sort of make it an anticipation thing. So we finish the act.
Is that rope thick enough?
It could probably do with being
thicker.
a thicker, just a short piece. It doesn't need to be much longer than that.
Yeah,
of sort of thick, proper rope, yeah. A bit like the sort of the velvet rope that you get for security barriers, something that's kind of soft,
but you can
got some tension to it. And then, where are we? So Gina finishes her act and put it away, and the ringmaster announces the next act. And 2 aerialists use long silk red ropes to climb high in the air. They spin, lift and support each other, and they're very strong. So again, getting to announce and practice that performative element, the ringmaster in control. And then using the silks to do some exercises, sort of reciprocity. So winding it around the person's hand as your aerialists would do, and then doing the same. Obviously you could do it with parent and person, or you can do it as 2 workers together, and feeling that kind of tension. Can you sort of get them to move their arms with you? You might need to act twice. Sort of, can I move you around? And you can feel that movement, and then holding it steady and seeing if they can pull back, so you get a sort of exchange of movement between the 2, even if it's a small target, still a big thing. So you can do that, and then tie some small weights, or use a potato for the movement, but use a marble or some 2-pence pieces, something.
Is that long enough?
That's long enough. Ideally, you could do with 2 in the pack, because then you can wind them round each other. Oh yeah, thank you. So you can do that. So sometimes you can do it together, depending on the person's ability. So wind them round, and then you can watch them unwind.
If they both had a weight in, they would do that, wouldn't they?
Yeah. So you've got that, replicating that. And then you're on to lovely Chico. So the aerialists take a big bow, and everyone claps, yeah, because you've practiced some of that. And Chico the clown comes out to entertain the audience. He has a potato and a big fork. And he catches the potato. So with this you can do things like, it doesn't need to be a potato, this is an item for people to find for themselves, so it could be a lemon or an apple or a ball, whatever suit. So about doing is kind of a sort of a feeling the heavy. And can you do a 1, 2, 3 release, because releasing a grasp reflex can be something that's quite important, and anticipating when to let go.
Or not to.
Or not. But there's no way of practicing it and sort of seeing 1, 2, 3. And where's it going to go? And tipping it, does it go on the floor? Does it go on them? You can also do things sort of like and things like that. Before you go, can we do it? Can we do it? Here comes the potato. Your Chico. Oh, yay! And things like that, because then they've got the experience of that. Or you can do it yourself, and they can watch, building confidence to get involved and do it themselves. Then we've got, as Chico leaves the ring, a huge plastic bubble appears, and the ringmaster introduces us to Romy. Romy is an acrobat, and she climbs inside the bubble and is lifted up in the air. She uses the smooth side of the bubble to make beautiful shapes with her body, and we can see her through the bubble. So you can allow some exploration of the bubble, concept of round, you guys doing some rolling around the body.
One of those.
You could. I was looking for,
fancy?
there's like a cat toy you can get where it's like a cocktail stick in the middle, and as you turn it, a little thing spins on it. And I did experiment to see if I could make one at home, and it didn't quite work.
We had
But
one made, somebody had been to the show, a little girl, and she put a little doll inside. It was, well, who was it? It was what,
It was after, it's the Alibaba.
no, it was, what was it called? Frozen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they put
Elsa.
her inside.
but I thought about you could do recycling, so you can take some of the pom-poms off and put some of those in. And if you have weights like marbles or 2 penny pieces to put in the scarves, you can take those off, and then it would rattle as well, and it changes the weight of it. And you can do things like sort of up, and then do sort of turning it round. You can put some string through and let it dangle so that the person can sort of pat and reach for it, or you can spin it so that they can see and hear the things moving inside. So there's sort of a bit of creative freedom there. It's nearly the end of the show, and the ringmaster leads all the performers out to sing a song with the audience. The ringmaster teaches the audience how to sign the words of the chorus, and everyone joins in together. The ringmaster says goodbye to the audience, and the show is over until next time. So then it's sort of teaching the signs, so you've got that, whether that's sort of doing it on you, so the nose, circus, and the star. or doing stars on hands, playing music, getting that to be really familiar, and doing the kind of the saying goodbye, can you say goodbye, using the microphone again, and letting people know that the experience is finished.
Yes.
So there you go.
So